Alright, I'm gonna sing you happy birthday but in French. I hope you will like it. Okay? Joyeux anniversaire, joyeux anniversaire, joyeux anniversaire, Pasteur Bret. Joyeux anniversaire. Thank you.
Hey Bret, happy birthday. I just wanted to thank you so much for organizing the family vacation to Mexico. It was so much fun. It was like one of the best vacations I've ever had.
Hey, happy birthday, happy 60th birthday. And I just wanted to let you know that it was really fun going to Las Vegas and playing Codenames with you.
Hello, my name is Kaylee Johnson, first daughter of Bret Johnson. What do I appreciate most about my father, you ask? Well, he taught me a lot about the world. For example, patience may be a virtue, but it's a pretty overrated one. Lesson 2. Take On Me by a-ha is the only appropriate song to listen to during a road trip. Lesson 3. Any ailment or sickness can be cured by swimming in the waters of a Mexican beach. And the last lesson. The dinner table is a place to gather with family, friends, and even the door-to-door vacuum salesman, which really happened one time. So, thanks, Dad, for all the wisdom over the years. We love you. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Bret! I'm so honored to do this for you. I can't believe you're 60, but then again, I'm 40, so I can totally see how that happened. But I just need you to know how important you are to me. Every time I reflect back on youth group, I always think back with fond memories because God, by His mighty hand, placed me in that youth group at just the right time when you were placed in that ministry. And I'm so incredibly grateful for the indelible mark that you left in my life. I'll never forget the day that we were all sitting there in the Heritage Room, or actually it was the Williams Chapel, and we're all sitting there and the pews were there and it was velvet and there was ruby red carpet in there, and you showed this video to all of us. And this video was about this girl who made an impact on her campus. And it started with the power of one. And the message was, when this girl took a stand on her campus, it affected everybody, and she impacted everybody on her campus for Christ. And I remember you getting up there after you showed the video, and you probably don't even remember it, but this is how much it impacted me. You stood up there and you said, that could be you. And you didn't point at me, you pointed at all of us in the youth group. And it was right then and there that my heart was inspired. Not to be that one, but to be one that would make an impact for Christ. Bret, you have left an indelible mark on my life, and I am so incredibly grateful for all that you have taught me. And literally when I think about it, it always makes me want to come to tears because I'm so grateful for that time that I got to have. I mean, I don't know of anybody else who can make it seem so amazing to pick up trash on a Saturday morning to high schoolers, seriously, but you would tell us, hey, it's going to be awesome and amazing. We're all going to get t-shirts. The t-shirts are going to say strive, students taking responsibility and turning it into a valuable experience. And we're going to go out there in Castro Valley and we're going to pick up trash. And I will never forget that. There were tons of us that were doing that. Why? Because of the passion and the inspiration that you were to us. It wasn't about just picking up trash, but it was about making a difference and an impact for Christ in our community. I'll never forget the times that you had us walk around in Castro Valley and just pray at every street corner in groups. And why would we do that? Yes, it was to make an impact for Christ, but you inspired us to do that because you let us know that all of those things mattered and it was going to impact people. Bret, you inspire me. That's the kind of person that I want to be to my students. And I'm so thankful, Bret, for your faithfulness to God and His ministry that He always placed you in. My friend, always stay committed. Always stay faithful because you never know or understand the impact you have on the lives that surround you. God bless you, Bret. I love you and I praise God for you.
Hey Bret, it's John. Just wanted to wish you happy birthday. I am about to cross the Alabama-Georgia border on my way home from a week of traveling. But wanted to get this video out to you. Super excited. I wish I could be there for your 60th. Man, I wish we could go out into the desert, burn some stuff, chase some storms, and just go light something on fire. But anyway, I hope that it's a blast. If you're ever out on the East Coast, which I don't think you're out here very much, but make sure you swing through Georgia, and man, I would love to connect. You've had such a great impact on my life, especially right out of college. Young and impressionable, so can't say enough good things, and wish you all the best, man. Happy birthday. Bye.
What's up, Bret? It's Neil here. I know you're turning 60 today, so I don't know if you remember me. We worked together for a long time. We served together in Las Vegas. I hope you haven't lost your memory at this age. Sorry, I just couldn't resist. Hey, bro, I hope you have a great birthday. You know, one of the greatest memories I have is something that you taught me. I moved to Vegas in the middle of November as a single man. I knew no one. My mom and fiance Charity flew out for Christmas, and you invited us to your home for Christmas dinner. And I'll just never forget that. I'll never forget that openness that you always had. I always knew I could go to your home for whatever. I knew you were always there. I loved watching Chargers games. I loved barbecuing at your place. And I just want to say thanks. Thanks for modeling that as a follower of Jesus and as a pastor, just the way to love people, to care for them. Thanks for inviting me into your home and inviting me into your life. And I just hope you have a great birthday, Bret. I hope it's phenomenal. Enjoy.
Happy birthday, Bret. This is CJ and Sarah and Gideon Calvo, and we wanted to wish you a happy 60th birthday. We wish we could be with you. You know, you've been a very important person in our lives, and I'll always remember you as one of the most spontaneous people I've ever met, with such a love for life. And one story that I always remember is when I was working at South Hills. This was probably back in 2008. We got the bug one day that we would want to see the Angels play the Yankees in Southern California. So we went on the internet. We found some cheap secondhand tickets. We went on the Southwest Airlines website. We've got some cheap, $100 flights, and we just that day flew down to California. Bret, myself, a couple other friends from church, and we went and saw the Angels play the Yankees, and then we rented a car and drove home. And I, had no idea that morning that I was gonna fly to California and see the Angels play the Yankees. But that's something that can happen when you're with Bret Johnson.
We also want to thank you for being our pastor at such formative years in our life and caring so much about the youth and just all of us at church. We really appreciate it.
Happy birthday, Bret. We love you.
Love you.
Bye.
Hi, Bret. It's Becky Nielsen. I know you just turned 60, so I wanted to help you out a little bit. Little could I have known all those years ago when I stepped into South Hills Church community and met you what a difference it would make in my life. I knew then that I had found my church home, and I began a long and lasting friendship with you and Sally and your family, and then consequently with my extended family. What a blessing. What a journey. It's been fun, exciting, stretching, and always an adventure. To my other brother, from the sister you always needed, happy birthday, Bret.
Hey, Dad, happy birthday. Kurt here from snowy Colorado. Just wanted to wish you a happy birthday, and thankful for the impact you made on my life and the place I am now because of who you are and the leader you have been to our family. So thank you for your 60 years of life and the part that I've played in it. Happy birthday, Dad.
Hey there, Bret. Hey, listen, happy birthday. I'm really excited for this milestone in your life, and I'm talking to you from Tijuana. As you probably know, I'm down at a cancer clinic with Lisa for about 3 weeks or so, and I wanted to just give you a couple quick memories and affirmations for our 30 years of friendship. I remember the first time we met was at APU when Ridge Burns, professor of youth ministry, invited you and I to meet for the first time, as I had just left Redwood Chapel and you were the new youth pastor designated, and we met for the first time in front of his class and got to talk out loud about the students of Redwood, what it was like to pass the baton to someone else, what it might be like for you entering that ministry. And that was the start of a 30-year friendship. And so that was a very special day to kind of share stories, share personalities, get to know each other, build some trust already. And so since that time, it has been fun to kind of get to know each other, not a whole lot of times face-to-face, but off and on through the 30 years. It's been really fun to watch your youth ministry at Redwood, to know your pastoral role for many, many years, and then also to have some meals together. Of course, share many common relationships that have both meant a lot to both of us. And so I'm very happy for you and Sally and your family. I don't know your kids very well, but it is a great privilege to know you. I'm very excited about the ministry God's called you to in years past and also what's ahead. And so just fun to say hello. Hope you have a great birthday celebration, and the 60th year, may it be a really great year for you. And I look forward to seeing you again face-to-face, either in Castro Valley or somewhere else. Take care, friend.
Hey, Bret, happy 60th birthday. Yay! We're thinking of you and hope you have a great time celebrating. Just always want to express my gratitude for you in my life, for you were the one that introduced me to the Howard family, for which I'm ever grateful. But I also remember a great time we had last year in Oaxaca, and once again enjoying your tireless and sometimes exhausting adventurous spirit. But it was a great time down there, and just thank you for all that you are in our lives.
Hey Bret, happy 60th birthday, and I just want to say to you the word that comes to mind when I think of you and wishing you birthday celebration is the word family. And I'm just so glad to have you a part of our family and to see you break the bondage and the hurts and the chains from your family growing up, the negative, and bringing forth the blessing. And I know you love your family, we love you, and we wish you a very happy birthday.
Hey, Bret Johnson, 60, wow, and I'm going to join you in November at 60. That sounds like an old number. I mean, that sounds like what, when we were kids, that would be an old man. But people are healthier now, so 60 is not that old. But anyway, thanks for being who you are, Bret. You were always an enthusiastic person, a dreamer, and in a good sense, we need dreamers, and a kind of person that would just inspire people. And when it's, for the most part, inspiring about the gospel and the fact that people can change their life, you know, our culture needs that really, really bad. So I'm glad you are one of those people who's influenced me and influenced my kids. You were just what God knew we needed when we left the church that we left and came to Redwood Chapel. And between you and Mike Warner and Christian Vandenheuvel, there was just God used you three people to meet us at the place where we were in our journey. And if it had been more or less, it wouldn't have worked. But it was just right. It was just what you represented, and what Redwood Chapel at that time offered to our family was exactly what we needed. And with hindsight, this has become so much more clear for me. So, blessings for you in your 60th year. You're starting your 61st year now. So that's pretty cool. All right. See you later.
Hi, Bret. Happy 60th birthday. Can't believe you're 60 years old. You're amazing. My memory is when on a Sunday night, Pastor Chris had just finished speaking, and he goes, "Let's sing a song." He looked down at you and said, "Bret, come up and lead it." And you shook your head. Then he looked at Keith Johnson, Pastor Keith, and he said, shook his head. So he looked at me, and I couldn't get up on the stage fast enough. Bret, you're a keeper. I appreciate you a lot. I admire you even more. And you've got a great son who's taking good care of you on your 60th birthday. God bless you, brother.
Hi, Bret. Happy 60th birthday. I have a funny memory with you. One time we were in the car and we were going to like dinner or something, all of the family in the minivan, so it was a while ago, and it started raining and there was a thunderstorm, and you decided to go chase the thunderstorm instead of going to dinner, and it was really funny. We were all laughing, and anyway, we've had lots of good memories last 10 or so years, and I'm so thankful to be part of your family. And I wish you a happy birthday.
Bret Johnson, happy birthday from one of your favorite places in Northern California, a place that you affectionately refer to as Holy Ground. And as you can see, this is a beautiful view up here on the Fairmont Ridge, a place where you would come frequently, bring people, talk about God, pray, ask God to do big and mighty things. I think it was up here that your vision for South Hills Church was formed as you were transitioning out of the Bay Area in the late 90s and early 2000s. And I know that that was a huge time of impact that you had on my life. And man, I just want to take a moment to say happy birthday to you, bro. I can't believe that we've known each other as many years as we have. And as I think about my own life and ministry, I think about the impact that you had on me and the influence that you had in calling me towards ministry and really challenging something that you saw in my life, something that God wanted to develop. And I just want to say thank you to you for that. I could tell story after story after story of crazy things that we did in ministry, experiences that we had together, running things like GFI and the bridge and going to camp and doing houseboat trips and hiking trips and camping trips and river rafting and Iota Kai, so many different great memories and times when God used you really as a mentor, as a father figure to me, to really speak into and shape my heart for people. And I just want to tell you how much I appreciate that, how much I love that, and how much I call on those memories at different times in my life, even now, as a dad, as a pastor, as a husband. Just thankful for you, bro. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday from this beautiful spot up here on the ridge. And I love you, and I'm thankful for what God's done in your life. Have a great one.
Hey, Dad. Happy birthday. It is your first-born son, and I had a lot of fun putting this video together for you. And it's just really neat to see all the people who really, really love you, even though they could never possibly love you as much as I do. And I'm very happy that you're my father, and I sit here in my beautiful house with my beautiful wife and all my my pets, and I'm just grateful for the role that you've helped play in helping me get here, and the good advice and the godly man who's led me to this spot. So I just appreciate you, and you're the youngest 60-year-old I've ever met in my life. Still, sometimes I feel older than you. So I love you, Dad. I know I told you once that in this moment I could never love you more, and every day it's like that. So I could never love you more today. Happy birthday. P.S. Beans really wanted to say happy birthday to you from her, from your. Say hi to Grandpa. Grandpa. Say hi. Oh, where is he? Where is he?